Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Let's Create video with the City of Tampa's Visual Art Studios. My name is Sarah, and today we're going to make some fancy bugs. The supplies you're going to need are a cereal box, construction paper in different colors, Elmer's glue, hot glue, a marker or pen, tissue paper, and a wire or pipe cleaner. Gather all of your materials together, and we're going to start by drawing our bug parts onto the cereal box. So my bug is going to be like a mix between a beetle and a dragonfly, I think. So I'm going to draw, this is going to be the case that goes around the wings on beetles, where they have the hard shell that covers their wings. So I'm going to cut that shape out first from the cereal box. And now I'm going to draw the body of my bug onto the cereal box. I'm going to use the first piece that I drew to make sure that I make my bug body the right size that I want. So now I'm going to cut that out of the cereal box. When I'm done cutting this out, I'm going to fold them both a little bit because I want my bug to be three-dimensional. I want it to kind of stick up a little bit. So I folded them so they'll have a little bit of a three-dimensional thing to them. So now I'm going to use those cardboard, the cereal box pieces, to draw my bug parts onto different colors of construction paper. If you don't have construction paper in different colors, you can use white paper and you can color all these pieces too. So here I'm drawing, I traced my bug's head onto another color of paper so that I can make some big eyeballs that fit just right. So I have those parts. Now I'm going to cut out a different color for the bug, his wing casing. So I'm using a dark blue, and I use the cereal box to trace it. Now I'm going to move on to the wings. This is the cool part. So I'm going to take my wing casing piece, and I'm going to trace that onto some white tissue paper. And then what I'm going to use to make the texture of the wings, because wings are usually very transparent with bugs. They're really see-through and almost clear sometimes. So I'm going to use this tissue paper, and the hot glue I'm going to use to make all those different lines that are in the bug's wings. So I'm going to do both sides of the wings. And the lines that I'm making for the inside of the wings are just kind of squiggly lines that go from side to side, and then I'll fill in some squigglies in between. I'm just making that up. I don't really know what I'm doing. That's okay, this is art. Alright, so now we're done with the wings. I'm gonna set that aside so it can cool off. While that cools, I'm gonna add some details to my eyeballs. So I'm gonna draw all those lines on it to make it look like a bug eyeball. And then I'm going to do the second one. And then I'm going to glue. Ooh, that's too much glue. You only need a little bit of glue when you're working with paper. So I kind of got some of that glue off of there. Alright, now my wings are cooled off and they're pretty much dry and not sticky anymore. It does cause me a little bit of an issue, but... So I cut them apart so that they can come out from underneath the wing casing. Alright, now I'm going to glue my construction paper to the cardboard or the cereal box. The reason I'm using the cereal box in addition to the paper is just for sturdiness, so that my bug, if it's just made of paper, it's easier to get ruined or get smashed or torn. So using the cereal box just helps it be a lot stronger. Now I'm gonna glue my wings onto the cardboard, and I'm gonna sandwich them between the blue piece of paper and the cardboard so that keeps the wings in place. But before I glue that together, I need to add some really cool patterns and shapes to my bug's wing casing. So I'm just cutting out different shapes that I like and adding them to it. I have some lines and some zigzags, and then I'll add some triangles to it using all kinds of different colors that I think just kind of look nice together. Alright, and now I'm going to add some yellow that really sticks out next to the blue. Alright, now I think I'm ready to glue all my bug parts together. So I'm just going to size it up and make sure I like it before I do. And then I'm going to put glue all over the back there, on top of the wings in the cereal box, and place my blue piece of paper on top. There we go. And then I'm going to glue the body in. So I have it flipped over because I don't want to flatten out the wings and the wing casing. So I'm gluing the bug's body on top like that so that it stays folded and stays three-dimensional. Remember, be careful when you're using hot glue because it is hot. Just waiting for that to cool off. As long as the hot glue is hot, it's gonna, something can fall off, or the glue is still gooey, so it's not stuck yet. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the legs, okay? You don't need to make the legs. You can leave the bug just like it is without any of the wire or anything on the bottom. But I wanted to add some legs because if you're gonna stand it up on a shelf or something, it stands up and looks a little bit cooler with some wire legs underneath. So this wire I'm using, I just bent it into a U shape with the ends of that U bent perpendicular. So it kind of makes a corner. And then you need to put enough hot glue on top of the wire that it covers the wire so that it sticks really well. And you'll have to hold your leg there if you want them to be standing up at all, because the glue, again, it'll still be gooey and the legs will just fall down. So I'm just going to put more hot glue on that front pair of legs. And I'll hold that until it cools off. And there we go. There is our giant fancy bug. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I hope you're staying safe and staying inspired.